we're just starting in a nice comfortable seated position. So if sitting cross-legged doesn't feel comfy for you, just putting a block or a cushion or something else underneath your seat bones just to raise them up. Beautiful. And maybe relaxing the backs of your hands on your knees. Or if you're feeling like you're already a bit up in the air and you want a bit more grounding, just turning your hands over, just placing the palms on your knees. That can be a nicer way to bring yourself down a bit into the body. And if you're comfortable to do so, just closing your eyes, allowing the eyeballs to roll back into the sockets, allowing all the muscles around the eyes to relax, the muscles in the forehead, the jaw. Maybe even the throat, the shoulders, the neck. Maybe there's something you can let go of there already. I thought today we could work with the element of air. It's so windy. I wonder if it's windy with you too. So let's start by bringing, with that first thought of air, thinking about the breath that's being drawn in through the nose as much as we can throughout the practice. We draw that breath really deep, invite it into the depths of the lungs, so much so that the belly sticks out as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, drawing the navel in, squeezing out all of the air. I invite you just to follow that flow of breath with your attention. As closely as you can, the mind is going to want to wander, but just keep drawing it back, feeling the flow of that air, bringing the prana, all the energy that every cell of our bodies need for our practice today. So air can be quite unpredictable, quite changeable, but the positive nature of air, it can be very creative, and it can help us to blow away things that we no longer want to hold on to. Be really light and joyful. We all feel better when we've taken a deep breath of air, or three. So let's even imagine now breathing in that air all the way to the toes. Invite in that joyfulness, that lightness. Or maybe exhaling through the soles of the feet. And as you inhale, let's allow the breath to lengthen the spine. Draw the chin in slightly, roll the shoulders down and back. Slightly chuck the chin in so that the head's in line rather than so that you're looking down. And if you use the Ujjayi breath, which is a great way to help us connect with the mind and the breath together, I invite you to do so now. Beautiful. From here we're going to inhale, sweep the hands to the sky, looking up, reaching up. And then bringing the prayer down through our third eye center to our heart, where maybe we want to pause here just to take a moment to set an intention for our practice today. Maybe that doesn't feel like something that resonates with you, in which case just taking any other movements or finding stillness if you can. And then if you've made an intention, setting that intention with a single breath. Beautiful. And as you exhale, let's make our way onto our feet, so straightening the legs. Seeing if you can do so with minimal use of the hands. Making our way into our forward fold. Fingertips in line with toes. And if you haven't done so already, maybe you could just mute the mic on the Zoom just so that any background noises aren't heard by anyone else. Beautiful.
So starting by holding onto the elbows, bending the knees, and beginning by making figure of eights with the elbows. See how your breath wants to follow this movement. And see how much of your feet you can ground down into the ground. And we're going to slowly bring this figure of eight higher and higher. So straightening the spine, ascending, keeping the knees soft. Good. So you might feel different parts of the body where they're holding tension. Good. And as you come higher and higher, bringing the arms above you. And maybe we let go of the elbows. And we move the arms as though we're almost being blown around in the wind. It might be so windy that our branches come all the way back down to the ground and take circles. Just seeing how this frees the spine. Maybe we want to stretch more one way than the other. Nice. And we're all going to reach our hands up high into a wide position. As you inhale deeply, look to the sky. As you exhale, exhale forcefully, allow the body to fall down. Arms come up behind you. Let's take 2 more of these. Inhale through Utkatasana. Then straighten up, gentle back bend. Keep inhaling as much as you can. Exhale, softness, fold forward, maybe lion's breath. One more, flowing. Utkatasana, head comes up last. Open the arms, open the chest, breathing through the heart. Exhale, take your fold. Nice, inhale, lengthen the spine, come halfway up. Placing the hands on the mat, stepping back into your plank. If this feels too strong, do lower the knees here. Beautiful. So spread the hands as wide as you can, middle finger pointing up. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, look towards the toes. Inhale, looking forwards, keeping the body straight, look up. Exhale, tucking in. Feeling how just the neck position changes a lot of the feelings through the body. Exhale, last one, beautiful. Inhale, reaching the right foot away, point the toes. Exhale, draw that knee halfway through. We're going to pivot here on the right leg so that the left arm can reach up and away. So in this supported side plank here, beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, finding your plank. Inhale back into your plank. Exhale, reach the left leg away. We're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, draw the toes towards your nose. And take this side, supported side plank to the other side. Beautiful. Exhale, making it back to your plank. Nice. Inhale, reach the right leg away. Exhale, draw the right knee towards the nose. Lowering the right knee, kickstand the right foot away. Inhale. And this time we're going to cartwheel the hands all the way up. And so the left hand's coming down towards the left shin, right hand to the sky. Feeling the space between hip and ribs opening up. Nice. We're going to cartwheel the hands all the way down and make one more circle in this direction. Beautiful. Left hand can maybe point forward as the right hand reaches over, just so it's making the core work a little bit more here. Nice. Inhale, coming all the way up. Framing or bringing your hands both to the front, stepping back into your plank. Inhale, sweep the left leg long. You're pointing the toes. Exhale, draw knee towards the chin, staying for one breath. Beautiful. Exhale, lower the left knee, taking your variation of your side plank. Inhale, long. Exhale here. Inhale, coming all the way up. Right hand down to the right shin. Feeling that length. All the way from the knee there, coming all the way to the left tippy fingers. Nice. Inhale here. Exhale, bringing your hands cartwheeling down. Inhale, opening up one more time. This time right hand continues as left hand sweeps over. So right fingertips pointing towards the front of the mat. One deep breath. Exhale. Cartwheel the hands. Stepping back into your plank one last time. Inhale here. Exhale, option to lower the knees. Bring chest, chin between the hands and forward into your sphinx. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Pointing toes back behind you, tucking the chin. So the more you can spread those hands, the more you're able to grasp onto the ground and pull the chest through. Coming back to that really nice deep Ujjayi breath. Bringing the element of the air all the way to the toes. Exhale. We keep the core muscles strong here, so we're not just sagging into the lower back. Inhale here. Beautiful. Exhale, this time looking down to the ground. See how that changes the lower back position in your core muscles activation. Inhale it to the sky. 2 more in time with your own breath. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, release. Bring the hands beside the ribs, tucking the toes, either coming through knees or pushing up through your plank into your downward facing dog. This may be your first of the day, so taking your time to pedal out the feet. Taking any movements you need to. Beautiful. As you begin to continue pedaling out the feet, we'll slightly find more and more stillness here. Lifting the seat bones as high as you can. This might mean needing to bend the knees and come up onto the toes, that's fine. The heels will find the ground in their own time. Then we're spreading the hands and really activating all those muscles around the shoulder girdle, the shoulder joint. So thinking about bringing armpits, almost imagining they're trying to touch each other in front of you. And you can really feel those muscles that need to be activated rather than just hanging on those bones. Beautiful. On your next inhale, looking between the hands, stepping or floating to the top of the mat. Inner toe joints just touching, we inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold, bend the knees. Holding onto the backs of the heels, taking your forward hold, allowing the head to be heavy, releasing any tension here. Beautiful. On your next exhale, releasing the hands, slightly bend the knees as you inhale, sweep them wide, almost like you're flying all the way to the sky. Straightening up, look to the sky. Exhale, fly down, heart leading the way. Fingertips in line with toes, even if they're not touching. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Let's step the right foot to the back of the mat. Staying on the high toes here. Inhale, sweep both hands high to the sky. Bending back knee, tuck the back tailbone. And then exhale, maybe that back leg can straighten a bit more. Press the palms together so there's equal pressure between both hands. Roll shoulders back and down and bend more into that front leg. We take 3 breaths here, just acknowledging the wobbles that we get from the wind whipping around us maybe. Nice. Your next inhale, we look up even more. Exhale, releasing the hands as though you're flying, fly them out and allow the chest to come down. Left shoulder to left knee. Good, so our gaze is slightly forwards. We keep the navel drawing in, so we're super strong in the core. Good. So it's almost like a bowing warrior. The arms up. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes to the side, the left foot, inhale, cartwheel, the left hand round. Good. gaze to the left, middle finger of the left hand, if that's comfy for your neck. Otherwise, totally relax the neck down. Micro bend into the right elbow. You want to keep that soft so the muscles are doing the work rather than the joints. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Let's cartwheel this round. Open it up into your warrior two. Good. So you may need to adjust your legs here. We want the back foot out in line with the short edge of the mat here. Reach the arms really wide, gaze over the middle finger. Maybe you can squat it down a little bit more, that left knee over the left ankle being the most important. Nice. Inhale, reversing the warrior. Right fingertips forward, left arm over. Nice. Inhale. As we come up, we straighten both legs and bend into the back leg, preparing to come down. So you might not come down very far. You might be able to bring the hips all the way down. See how your flexibility feels at this point in time in the class. We take 2 or 3 breaths here. Maybe the heel is off the ground, maybe not. Lifting the chest a bit more. We're going to get ready to sweep this forward. So bend into the left leg, bringing weight forwards, and then opening up into your warrior two. We're going to take 2 more rounds of that cycle. So inhale, imagine we're like the wind, taking little circles. Beautiful, coming forward, spinning into the front knee, opening up warrior two. 1 more. Inhale, come forward. Beautiful, let's reverse the warrior, this time back, right hand coming down the back. Looking up at those left fingertips. Soft, smooth breath. Nice, inhale, coming all the way up. Let's take a starfish line, reach arms high and away. Heels are slightly in as you exhale, stick the tongue out, bend the knees. 2 more, inhale wide, look up, exhale. Beautiful, inhale. Exhale, let's cartwheel the front hands, either stepping straight back into your downward facing dog or taking a vinyasa with me. So inhale to look forwards, exhale looking at the toes. Inhale forwards, exhale bending the elbows, maybe hovering the body an inch before you inhale to roll over the toes, lift the heart, look to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog, spreading hands, making sure middle toes are pointing forwards, heels are not to be seen. Draw kneecaps up to hips, inner arches up to knees. Lift the tailbone a little bit more and avoid a real tendency of mine to stick your ribs out, draw those ribs in. Beautiful. Nice, looking forward between the hands, hop, step or float the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale fold, fingertips in line with toes. Bend the knees, inhale, fly to the sky, arms wide. Backs of hands touch. And then you exhale to float all the way back down, fingertips in line with toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lengthen the knees. Exhale, left foot steps to the back of the mat. Beautiful. Getting your grounding as you inhale, fly the arms high. Good. Finding your high lunge pose, drawing left hip towards the right knee and squatting down a little bit more. Can you create any more space between the shoulders and the ears? Keeping your mind back to the breath. Exhale, releasing the arms, fly them backwards, right shoulder to right knee. So keep the core really strong. You have 2 more deep breaths here. And on your next exhale, left hand comes beside the left foot, right arm sweeps round. Gaze follows that right foot, that right hand. Looking at the fingertips. Keeping the left back knee strong. Option 2, relax the neck out completely. Nice. Inhale here. Getting ready to open up and cartwheel the hands into your warrior 2. Good. Nice. So again, adjusting the legs. How much can you squat this down? Maybe you're more flexible on one side than the other. Imagining that arrow, bow and arrow that I often talk about, just drawing it back slightly to align the spine. Nice. Inhale, let's reverse the warrior. Left hand coming forwards in front of you, right hand sweeping over. Looking at those right fingertips. When we take poses like this, we're opening up all the nadi channels of energy in the sides of our body, which can give us so much more energy. Inhale, coming back up. Prayer to the heart, bending into the back leg as far as is comfortable. So it might just be staying here. It might be coming down all the way, right toes might be to the sky. 3 deep breaths. Can you press your thumbs into your heart space? Really nice, good. And when you're ready, making your way forwards, bend into the front right leg, open up warrior 2. Cartwheel round back to the back leg. 2 more of these and have your own breath. Nice. Inhale. Good. We'll meet in our warrior 2, where we then reverse the warrior as we inhale. Left hand down the back this time. Right arm sweeps over. Just seeing if that arm position makes any difference to the sensations in your body. Nice. Inhale, coming all the way up. Reaching high. Starfish. Everything long. Exhale, lion. This time bringing hands to your hips. Walking your heels in slightly. We're just going to have a little play here. So pushing your hip bones down can be quite nice for the joint, just giving that little bit of traction. So looking for knees to be around 90 degrees. Draw them out. Nice, the thighs might be beginning to sing to us. Let's just hold this for a little bit longer. Back of your left hand on your left knee. Inhale, right hand sweeps over. Good. Inhale back to the center. Taking this the other way. Nice. Inhale back to center, straightening up. You'll be pleased to hear. Pointing toes slightly in, just slightly. Hands on your hips. Let's take this into a forward fold. There's no candles, ornaments in the way. Beautiful. So bringing your fingertips just in line with the toes slightly back. Squeeze the elbows together. You want these to be at about 90 degrees from the ground, and then use that flat-handed grip into the ground to pull yourself through. Imagining the spine like a waterfall, toppling forwards. And then reaching your arms through your legs, so fingertips are pointing away. And seeing how far you can walk them through. See if that changes anything. Nice. Let's walk our hands back up, making our way to the front of our mat. Optional straight away downward facing dog, child's pose, or running through a vinyasa with me. Inhale, looking forwards. Exhale, look towards the toes. Keep the elbows soft. Inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga, maybe hover an inch. Push forward with toes, heart to the sky. Exhale, hips to the sky. breaths here. This is our resting pose. We bring it back to our centre ourselves, ready for the next part. If we're looking at your fingertips, walk, step or float your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Backs of your hands reach wide as you fly to the sky. Inhale. Backs of your hands touch, maybe gentle back bend before you exhale. Take you forward again. Nice. Inhale to lengthen the spine, looking up. Exhale. As we begin to bring the weight into the left foot, lifting the right heel. So we're going to make our way, holding onto the right knee maybe, all the way to standing. Roll shoulders back and down. Good. Find something to hold on to with your eyes. So it may be that we feel a bit unbalanced today, we may stay here. You may find a sturdy piece of furniture to hold on to. Otherwise we'll inhale, bring the prayer to the heart. Exhale, point toes forward, reach hands up. 2 deep breaths, really use the core here, more than the leg muscles. So draw navel in, inhale. Exhale, let's fly this forward. Warrior 3, arms reach back into that pose that we were doing previously. How confidently can you lift that back leg? How strong can you stand in your standing leg? Good, and just imagining you're flying. Inhale, it's coming back up. Bring the prayer to the heart. Good. And then bringing either the leg, the foot just below the knee. We're coming into tree or variation, or above the knee, maybe using hand if needed. Thinking about squeezing the hip muscles on the outer edge of your hip, your abductors, so that you're standing tall and not just sinking away from the foot. Nice. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale, let's take this into eagle arms. So right arm is going to come underneath, left arm over, twirling the arms. If this is not comfy, maybe holding onto shoulders or any other variation, maybe prayer to the heart. Good. It's like we're eagle in a tree. Nice. Inhale here. And bringing that right ankle to the left knee. Maybe we stay here, or maybe we can sit down in some kind of Utkatasana. So like an eagle, standing pigeon. Use your foot into the floor, find your balance, find your centre. Nice. We're going to inhale, come all the way up, releasing the arms, flying forward so that fingertips come down to the ground, into maybe a standing splits. Inhale, exhale, step this back into your warrior 1. So right foot is back, heel is down, and left toes pointing forwards. Nice. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Exhale, release the hands behind you, interlinking them here. Open the heart, pull the hands down towards your back foot. Exhale, fly forwards, left shoulder to left knee. Option to stay statically here, or take this for a few more rounds of breath as you inhale, lifting up. Looking to the sky, exhale, lowering down. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. As we inhale next, we lift up. Release the hands, bring the prayer to the heart, and take our twist. So right elbows hooking all the way over the left knee. If this does not feel good, take the variation we took before with a hand on the floor. Yeah, so pressing left hand into the right hand. If the back heel wants to lift up and cannot stay down, do allow it. Draw left hip back even more. Maybe we can open the arms. Maybe there's even a bind. If we're binding, the right arm is coming under the thigh. Right hand holding onto the left wrist. Nice. releasing here. Bringing both hands down, sweep the left foot to the sky, three-legged dog where we open the hips. Good. Option to take some big circles here. Option to stay here or to flip your dog so that left foot comes all the way down to the ground. Press the right hand into the ground, left tippy toes, lift the heart. Nice. Turning back into your three-legged dog when you are ready. Nice. Inhale here, then exhale, draw the left knee towards you. We're going to take this into fallen star, so threading the left foot underneath you, right hand to the sky. Maybe you can lift the left foot. Maybe there's even a bind there. Maybe you can take it over your head. Here you are, 2 more breaths. Nice. We're going to come back into our downward facing dog. Exhale, lower onto the knees, taking a cat-cow. Maybe a bit more fluidly or aerial-like, viento, wind-like, and no more. Nice. So we're going to reach the right leg back now, tucking the left toes, sweeping the left hand forward. From here, maybe this feels okay and balanced, and you can bend that right leg and maybe catch hold of it with the left hand, kicking it back. Beautiful. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, coming back into your downward facing dog. Option to keep the right leg raised, and as you run through a vinyasa, keeping it raised or lowering it down. Taking a lion's breath whenever feels good for you. And then let's meet at the top of our mats, however you choose to travel there. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Slightly bend the knees. Backs of your hands lead the way as you fly all the way up. Backs of the hands touch. Exhale, taking your fold. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Bringing weight into the right foot. Holding onto the right knee as you come up. This may be where you stay. Rolling the shoulders back. Really grounding down into every part of the foot. Use the foot. Or maybe feeling really strong, activate the core. Exhale, straighten. One more deep round of breath, you can do it. And as you exhale, fly this forward, arms back, or maybe taking the interlink. Maybe taking an alternative arm position. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. Drawing the knee in. We'll take our tree on the other side. So as long as the foot isn't on the knee, you can have the foot almost anywhere on the leg. Really nice. Squeezing these outer hip muscles to support the opposing forces of the left foot. Nice. Inhale, reach the arms long. Good. Exhale, this time right arm on top. Lifting the elbows, fingertips to the sky. Pull shoulder blades down, pull shoulders down. Nice. And then releasing that leg. If it feels good for you, placing the ankle on top of the knee and then sitting and squatting right down. Any pain in the leg, do come out of this. Pull toes towards your knee, left toes towards your left knee to really protect the knee joint. Sit
Inhale, come up, release the arms. Take this into your standing splits, left leg to the sky. Just for a few breaths. Nice. And step the left foot all the way back, coming up into your warrior one. Sweep the arms high. Good. Exhale, release the hands, maybe interlink the fingers. Inhale, look to the sky. Exhale, fold this down. Option to stay here, holding this here for another maybe 6 breaths, or inhale, coming up with me. Looking up, exhale, ripple forwards. Right shoulder, right knee. And inhale all the way up. Nice, last one. As you inhale and come up this time, you release the hands, bring the prayer to the heart. Exhale, taking your twist. Good. Pressing the right hand into left hand. Or if you're taking another variation, opening the arms wide. Maybe interlinking behind the back. This time, the left hand holds the right wrist if it's available today. Nice. Beautiful. From here we inhale, cartwheel all the way open, warrior two. Good, squatting it down, pinning that right arm, left arm back. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, reach that right foot to the sky. Three-legged dog, bending the knee. Option to stay here or flip the dog so the right foot's now on the ground. Push the right toes into the ground, lift the hips even more. And then making your way back. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, draw the right knee towards the chin and rotate the body. Good, keeping the foot off the ground, left hand to the sky. Maybe the foot's on the ground, which is absolutely fine, just the stronger variation is lifting the foot. Maybe there's a bind, just check that right elbow isn't locked out. Left hand down. Inhale, maybe three-legged dog, maybe that foot lowers. Good. We're going to lower down into our tabletop as you look up. You breathe in as you exhale. We're taking any other movements which feel air-like that we need today. That might even be stillness in a child's pose. Nice. This time inhale, left leg back, right arm forwards. Maybe we bend that back leg and hold on to it with our hands, or maybe we stay where we are. 4 breaths of balance. Kick that back leg back more, open the heart more. Nice. Exhale, release the hand. Tucking the back toes, left leg, three-legged dog. Option to keep this raised as you run through vinyasa, or just take downward facing dog straight away. Any other route to get to our downward facing dog. Beautiful. And exhale, we're going to lower down onto our knees. Inhale, grow the spine, reaching hands to the sky. Exhale, bring them all the way down, fingertips pointing down. Squeeze shoulders and elbows down, back together. Opening the heart while keeping the tailbone tucked. Maybe this is comfortable when the right hand can find the right heel. Maybe the left hand sweeps up over you. Softness in all joints.
allowing the breath to be full and deep. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, maybe swapping hands, left hand now down to the left to heel, right hand over. Nice. Inhale back up. Exhale, let's sit down on our heels. Take a wide-legged child's pose when your spine feels ready to take it. So you might want to just sit here for a while, taking a little cat-cow. Otherwise, walking hands forward, forehead to the ground. Observing the breath and how it might change shape. We begin to encourage it just to slow down again. Nice. Reaching the hands forward, we slow down our practice. Maybe take a cat-cow here. Maybe lifting up into the last downward facing dog. Nice. And then as you inhale, sweeping the right foot to the sky, we're going to make our way into a pigeon. We've already been warming up the hips, so just a slightly deeper variation. So left toes pointing directly backwards, we try and stay on top of the hips. If there's much of a gap between the hip and the mat, we can just place a pillow there or a block. Otherwise, opening up the heart, and maybe we can begin to bring our fingertips to point backwards. King pigeon. Sitting there proud, sticking out our chest. Feeling how all the back muscles, as well as the core, are having to really engage here. Quite a challenge. So we just hold it for maybe 3 more breaths. Before we then begin to walk this all the way down. Maybe there's a pillow that's needed underneath the forehead here, or maybe the forehead can be met by the palms and the hands, just making a little pillow, or even the ground. Then you're going to walk back up onto your hands. Let's bring the left leg over in front of that right knee. If this right knee is not happy right now and it wants to straighten, do allow it to straighten. So just come into this sort of pose. If that leg does feel comfortable being tucked under, let's come into a slightly higher variation. As you inhale, sweeping the left hand to the sky. Taking the twist, so right elbow to right knee, left fingertips behind you, looking over the left shoulder. Maybe there's even a bind, this right arm coming under the left knee. And as we release, we take a bow the other way. spine, just a little bit. Release the spine. Before we then roll over the left knee to find our cushion on the other side. The left knee forward this time. Nice. Right leg back. Just checking, glancing back to check that there's a straight alignment here. We're on top of the foot. We're not rolling. When you're ready, reaching those fingertips backwards. Breathe through the heart. Feeling the chest lifting. And then beginning to walk the hands forwards. Whenever you're ready, relaxing into your sleeping pigeon. Keep pulling the left toes towards your left knee. Keep the knee nicely supported. As we make our way slowly back up, push through the hands and allow the right leg to sweep over the left knee. Again, any pain in this left leg, just straightening it out. Otherwise, right fingertips behind you, lift the chest as you inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, twist round to the right. Maybe there's a bind there, maybe it doesn't interest you. Exhale, releasing. Let's twist the other way. And in your own way, making your way onto your back. So that might be by taking a few rolls. Maybe straight down. Maybe there's even a vinyasa that you're feeling really keen to do. Yes. Let's bring our arms wide. And if you have enough space, we'll just take some rolls, squeeze the knees together, allowing the knees to fall to one side and then the other. So the head follows the opposite direction. And when you feel the spine and the legs and the hips are nicely settled, we've got a few moments now to take an inversion of your choice. So an inversion could be even just the feet up the wall, which is a really nice variation, especially if you're on the first 3 days of your menstruation cycle, or if you're low on energy. Anything that can just allow the lymph to drain away, everything that was squeezed out, all the toxins can be carried away to our lymph glands. The body can be cleansed. That's why we always finish with an inversion. So otherwise, I'll talk you through the shoulder stand. It's most important that the neck stays really straight as we do any inversion. So drawing the knees towards the forehead, bringing the fingertips towards the sky. And then when you're ready, lifting hips, shoulders, ankles all in line, legs legs so straight, knees, ankles together. Maybe lifting up even higher. You're in your shoulder stand, maybe making your way into Halasana. If you want some more breaths there, do take them. You're in your Halasana. I'm just going to give some more variations. If you want to, staying here. Otherwise, coming all the way back up. And maybe taking an upside down tree. Or if you have a good strong lotus pose, maybe bringing your right ankle in and maybe your left ankle too. And holding onto the knees. So you're sitting Buddha. Upside down. And draw your knees in if you're in your lotus, and we're all going to roll down wherever your legs are. Here we're going to take either fish, or if you are in your lotus, coming up onto the top of the head, holding your big toes, opening the heart. In your fish pose, your elbows are pushing down into the ground, your legs are straight away from you. Just somewhere you feel you can open the chest, the counter pose for our shoulder stand. If you're ready, I'm just going to release. Taking any final poses you'd like to just before we come into our Shavasana. There might be something that's really calling you. There might be another final twist if those twists before weren't enough. Maybe taking eagle legs to deepen it even more. Shifting hips to the right if the right leg is on top. Before allowing the knees to fall to one side. Let right arm away. We allow the breath to be so soft and gentle now. If you've been twisting one side, you may want to twist the other. And in your own time, finding your Shavasana, the most important pose of all that we've done so far. So bring your feet at least mat width apart, if not more. Allow legs to be so relaxed, toes roll out. Maybe just give your legs a little wiggle to check there's no more tension there that you're holding on to. Allow your palms to come to the sky, arms out as wide as you need. Allow shoulders just to squeeze down gently, and then maybe lift the tailbone to lengthen that down a bit more too. Closing the eyes, chin gently tucking in, and then just letting go, committing to this position you're in now, just for the next 5 minutes.
beginning to deepen the breath. Beginning to bring back inviting movement. The fingers, toes. There might be a stretch you want to take here. In your own time, your own way, making your way up to seated. Welcome back. Just seal our practice with the 3 single Oms. And just bringing your attention to the silence that follows. So if you'd like to join me, just bringing your prayer to your heart. And take a deep breath in. Bowing your heads, and if you'd like to, just bring your prayer to your third eye centre, reminding us to have pure and loving thoughts. Bringing your prayer just in front of your mouth, reminding us to have pure and loving communication towards ourselves as well as towards others. Bringing our prayer just in front of our hearts, reminding us to have pure and loving intentions. If you'd like to, just bowing down, bringing your prayer to the earth, thanking your bodies for everything that's brought you here today, for anything that's positive in your life. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.
Namaste.
Let me know if you've got any questions at all. If you just want to drift off, you're welcome to.